Hello everybody, it's Lady B again. I feel like I need to get a different background because it's always the same old place where I am. Anyhow, this is a kind of a weird video. I've got a story to tell you first, and then I'm going to do a couple of shout outs. And then I got a really big announcement at the end. But the story that I want to tell you, and I don't know how you all believe, or if you believe, or if you're a skeptic, or whatever, but this is just my story. And it is a true story, whether you want to believe it or not. My mother was Japanese, and Japanese people are very spiritual people. She always taught us to believe that anything is possible. So we grew up believing that was. And I've seen a lot of things and heard a lot of things and experienced a lot of things that I can tell you there's some really strange going on out there. But I want to tell you about the apartment building that we bought. I have lived here personally since 1996. And the girl that told me about this apartment building, well, I moved in the apartment, we didn't own it then, but she told me about this spirit that lives in this house. The woman was named Vernetta, and she got killed down the street by a hit-and-run driver. And that's really sad. But this girl that told me about it lived downstairs at the time, and Vernetta lived upstairs. So I knew it was haunted, if you want to call it that, before I even bought the place, or we. But she appears as a red mist. We have a picture of Danny when he first moved in here, with the red mist in the picture, and I just thought it was a mess up of the film. And I didn't think anything about it until years later, when the girl that used to live downstairs told me that she had two pictures of a red mist. So I started thinking about it and figured it had to be. And then my daughter saw her too as a red mist. Kind of freaked her out a little bit, but she was okay with it. Anyhow, Vernetta turns off the lights, turns on the lights. I'll get up in the middle of the night or get up the next morning and a light will be on that was not on when I went to bed. She changes the TV stations. And yeah, I'll ask her what she wants me to watch about this particular show. And said, no, I don't like it. Change it back. And she will, believe it or not. I know I'm nuts, but no, that's true. Anyhow, she'll move things around. You'll look in that spot for whatever it is you're looking for, and it won't be there. I don't care how many times you look. Then when you forget about it and you go back and look, there it is. And sometimes you won't find the same spot that you had it to begin with. And she has touched me. There was one time that I was really tired, and I laid down, thought I was going to take a nap. Well, I laid there for a little bit, and I felt a tap, tap, tap on my head. And I thought, what is that? And I started feeling around on my head, nothing there. A little bit later, here we go again. So I just told her, I said, Vernetta, I said, leave me alone. I'm tired. I want to go take a nap. Leave me alone. So she never did it after that. It happened probably about 3 or 4 times. Anyhow, we hear her talk sometimes. Between me and Danny, we'll look at each other and say, did you hear that? I'll say, yeah, what'd you hear? And we'll compare notes, and yeah, that's what it was. But anyhow, I've been talking to her, or about her, to a high school friend of mine. Well, I've known her since we were about 3. And we were talking about spirits and stuff, and it was just yesterday. But today, somebody brings me some mail that was in the wrong box here at the apartment building. And I want to show you what it is. Let me see if I can get it close enough. There it is. It is to the estate of Vernetta Midkiff, which is our spirit. Now, that's really freaky. But I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet. I'm going to talk to the woman that we bought the apartment building from and see if maybe she's got some family somewhere. You know, I may have to get a hold of this person or this company that sent the letter to me to see what to do with it or send it back or whatever. But I have a funny feeling that there's some kind of unfinished business for her here. And while we're talking spirits, there's another spirit that lives in this house. It's a male spirit. And yeah, we do hear him once in a while. And he's not really mean, but he kind of gives you a weird feeling. I'm not going to even tell you what he says sometimes. But anyhow, I guess he's here to keep Vernetta company. But the way we feel about Vernetta, she's kind of like a member of the family. I know you're going to say that here she goes. She's really off her rocker. But I'm not. But anyhow, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. But also, I want to give some shout-outs to a few people. First of all, I want to shout out to Woodsy Girl 62. I've never met this person before, and we've got to be really close. And to tell you the truth, I'm not even sure how we even met. It might have been on a web show that we were both at. I don't know, but we started chatting on Facebook. Then we started talking on Skype. And she's something else. I love her to pieces. Check her channel out. It's Woodsy Girl 62. I'll put the link down there so you can check her out. She doesn't quite have 100 subs, so I think she has 69 subs. But she crochets, sews, quilts, and she's learning to can. And I'm really proud of you there, Bertha. No, that's not her name. It's just a kind of a nickname that we gave her. Also, I want you to check out Spinner Kentucky 2, and I'll put her link down there as well. She calls herself Granny Sue, and she's recently retired. She was a psych floor nurse, and she's a really sweet person. She lives on a farm down in Kentucky, of course, and I've got to know her through her videos. I haven't got to meet her or talk to her or anything, but she doesn't live all that far from me. Maybe one of these days I'll take a trip and go down and see her farm and meet her and whatever. And also, I want you to go check out Grandma Linda. She is just a sweetheart. Somebody sending me a message. They're just going to have to wait. But Grandma Linda and her cameraman, her husband, Don, has a lot of cooking videos. And they're the sweetest people you ever want to meet. So go check them out. And now this person doesn't need any help with his subs. He's got almost 17,000 subs. But it is Really Big Monkey 1. I'll put his link down there as well. What I like about this guy, he does a lot of bushcrafting and camping videos and a lot of how-tos and sometimes how-not-tos. And I just love his sense of humor. He laughs at himself, or maybe more with himself. I don't know. But if you can get through one of his videos without laughing, then there's definitely something wrong with you. And I want to give a shout out to Fog 360. I met him on one of the prepper web shows, and he's a real sweetheart. He does a lot of bushcrafting, survival, camping, how-tos. He just goes out there and does what a lot of us wish we could do. But he gave me a shout out on one of his videos, and Foggy, I want to thank you for that. It meant a lot to me. I did get some subs from that video, and I appreciate it. And now comes my big announcement. For those of you that are subbed to me, or those who want to be subbed to me, I have just passed 100 subs. And I appreciate every one of my subs. Just don't know how much it means to me. But as soon as I figure out what I'm going to do for prizes, I'm going to have a sub appreciation drawing. For my first prize giveaway, I guess you can call it, I'm not going to have any kind of a contest or anything. You know, no big question to answer, nothing to do. But just leave a comment or something. I'll figure that stuff out later. But first of all, I have to figure out what I'm going to give for prizes. I'm trying to think of something that somebody could use, or maybe something that I've made. But as soon as I come up with some kind of an idea, I'll let you all know. And let you know when it starts and when it ends and what to do to enter. But you just have to be a sub. So as soon as I figure it out, I'll let you all know. So I appreciate everybody. Everybody have a good day. Thanks for watching. And we'll talk to you later. Bye.